It's hard to believe that a quarter of a century has gone by.
It was 1989. Some of us decided to circulate a questionnaire with issues related to gays and lesbians.
The village decided to organize an AIDS awareness event, and they requested input from the gay community.
There was an assumption that we were organized at that point.
But in reality, we were not. We decided to somehow bring gays and lesbians together in Oak Park.
We invited anyone to join who supported equality for everyone, and call to everyone's attention that the gay and lesbian community was as equally a part of Oak Park's commitment to diversity as any other dimension of that.
At first, we kept things unorganized, intentionally. We wanted this to be just a group of friends and neighbors working together. But as we grew, had more membership, had some new officers, we decided to make it a registered organization.
Since the 70s, Oak Park became known as a very progressive community.
We wanted to further that by adding gays and lesbians to the village's diversity statement.
We got involved in various committees and task forces in the village.
And after that, schools and the library and other community organizations were soon to follow.
We became a multi-purpose organization working within the community on social activities, political activism, and cultural opportunities.
We decided to have a cultural arts festival.
Music, arts, readings, to bring families, to bring the community together and have a good time.
People came from all over the area to attend that event.
Well, I know the festival, it wore us out. To be honest, it was a lot of work for a small group of people. But when we looked at the banner in Scoville Park, we were just wowed.
It was really important for us to sort of raise the consciousness and highlight the kinds of gifts that we actually bring to the community.
We were proud of the event, and I think the community was also.
I think it gave us some momentum.
The domestic partnership registration idea was fairly new everywhere in the country.
It was gratifying to see the number of neighbors who came and said, "This is right."
I still have my card, October of 1997, when Bruce and I registered for the domestic partnership.
It was a major accomplishment.
And frankly, I think the domestic partnership registries laid the groundwork for what's happening just recently with almost half the states now with marriage equality.
It was momentous.
We felt like we belonged.
Made me feel particularly enfranchised in a way that I understood before but really didn't feel as viscerally as I did. But we also understood that there was another population of people who weren't feeling particularly enfranchised.
For years, we were concerned about how we could try to help gay and lesbian kids, or kids who were concerned about their sexuality.
The groups were started by OPALGA and a dedicated group of volunteers. This was a place where not only they could be educated about themselves as LGBT young people, but also get some HIV and prevention education.
We knew from our own experience how isolating it could be, not to mention issues such as bullying.
The apprehension we had about whether we'd be accused of recruiting was really overridden by the pressing need that we saw for a place where kids could gather.
One of the things that's so rewarding about seeing the kids grow up and become really healthy young adults is being able to watch them move from one of the most fragile times in their lives to becoming successful adults and really becoming who they want to be.
The one constant has been our desire to work together to make sure that gay and lesbian people have the same respect and options as the rest of the community. And then, of course, the potlucks have endured.
Through good food and bad food.
We had one potluck where everybody, just about everybody, brought a bucket of chicken.
Mostly good food.
A great way to meet people, to socialize, to just have community time. Sometimes we're asked, with all we've accomplished in 25 years as an organization, is something like OPALGA still needed? The simple answer is yes.
Who would have believed how far we've come?
It's really premised on a very simple idea that we have, with all of the other citizens in Oak Park, much more in common than we have differences.
And it's still a good reason to throw a party.